All right. Welcome, Rockstar Wellness Advocates. My name is Jared Yellen, and it is my honor to welcome you to this live Zoom where we are officially announcing that Share Success and Synduit are uniting. This is a really big deal. I know for so many of you, you have requested this. And when I say so many, hundreds of you, maybe even thousands of you, have asked us for, I would say, over a year, probably close to 14 months. Is there any way that you can find the ability to somehow work with Share Success? Their training content is second to none. It is so on point, and we just need to find a way to automate it, to mobilize it. And since all of you have asked over the course of the past 14 months, many of you also asked the gentleman I'm about to introduce, Andy Goddard. And leaders reached out to Share Success. I personally reached out, and we finally got to the point where we were able to bring this to you. But before I introduce you to Andy, who I'm sure every one of you is familiar with, I do want to highlight one thing that I think is very important, because we often take for granted things that are so accessible to us. And I want you to recognize how unique this opportunity is for you. So as all of you know, Synduit works with many different companies within the network marketing profession and also many different industries as well. And with the over a dozen companies we work with, zero of them has anything like Share Success. I want you to recognize how special that truly is, that the day that you become a wellness advocate, the day that you decide to pursue entrepreneurship, there's a training system that has been followed by thousands, tens of thousands of wellness advocates just like you, and it works. So I need to give a major shout out to Andy Goddard and his team for bringing this to life. And I'll never forget the first time I spoke with Andy. I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, Andy obviously has achieved high levels of success, and that's typically the people that I work with in the network marketing profession. But what stood out to me the most about Andy is the fact that there was no ego. I mean, he was just open and willing to brainstorm and to collaborate. And that's why we're here today. One of the things that I have established as an entrepreneur is that I don't want to ever have friction when it comes to synergies. It's not worth it at this point. So I try to find ways to work with leaders who are open-minded and don't let their ego get in the way. And Andy was just the epitome of it, which is why this has been such a joyful experience. So for the majority of today's presentation, I'm going to walk you through what Synduit is, because I know for most of you, this might be your first time seeing it. And for others who are on here that are already familiar, this will be a nice refresher. And then I'm going to actually show you Synduit in action and show you what I mean when I say that Share Success and Synduit has united. Before I go any further, I would like to welcome Andy Goddard, who has joined us. And Andy, I want to first say thank you for this wonderful opportunity. It has been an honor to work with you.
Thank you.
You're the co-founder of Share Success and a double diamond with doTERRA. Obviously, you're a family man with your wonderful family and your wonderful wife. But I'd love for you just to quickly introduce yourself, just in case anyone here doesn't know who you are, and then also share why you're excited about the synergy that we formed.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, first of all, for the invitation, and thank you for the opportunity that it is to hop on this this webinar and just be part of something that I think is really cool and really powerful. As many of you know, my wife, Natalie, she joined doTERRA about 8.5 years ago, and I jumped in and joined her 10 months later, full time. And we've just been having a ball. We absolutely love what we do. We count ourselves so privileged to be, to get to do what we do. I mean, we get to improve people's health. We get to, those who want to do the business, we get to train them and just open doors of freedom for many who that would not be a possibility for. So Natalie and I love our family. We have 7 beautiful children. We have a really powerful team. That's one of the greatest blessings of doTERRA is the people that we get to work with. And I pinch myself because these people they're the kind of people that I want to spend the rest of my life with. So we're so fortunate, and we're just super excited to match up the power of shared success with Synduit. So let me tell you a little bit of the reasons why I'm excited for this partnership. We've been approached by countless of our leaders and builders saying, we love Synduit. We just love the power that it brings for me to follow up with my team and to customize everything about it. And some of the things that they love about it are the ability to integrate with social media, which I haven't seen a platform pull that off in the past. So, they came to us and they said, what if we were to bring the content of Share Success and partner that with the power of Synduit as a delivery platform? And so we brought that to the authors, and we looked at what Synduit had to offer, and we realized, this is just a no-brainer. Synduit has so much experience in delivery, so much experience in the technology, and really it's a beautiful partnership for that reason. So Share Success, I appreciate your introduction, Jared, but Share Success really is the culmination of the top minds in doTERRA coming together and sharing the core principles and the best practices that have led to success. So really that's what we have now, is the top principles, the top best practices and messaging combined with the top technology in Synduit.
It's awesome. And it just kind of shows, once again, just like how humble you are, because you've brought together the brightest minds at doTERRA. Like, you could have made this yourself and your wife, but you said, no, I want to collaborate. I want to bring in all of the people that have achieved high levels of success, and I want them to speak to their expertise. And it has blown me away, because like I said, we work with over a dozen companies in network marketing, some of the top earners, the top leaders in the entire profession, and there is nothing like this. And it really just speaks to the culture of your company, which is doTERRA, and how special it is. So I share that because all of you are in it, and I just want you to recognize it. As someone who's like kind of in it, because like we've been working for over a year with thousands of wellness advocates, I want you to know what I see. So Andy, once again, just thank you. And for everyone who's on here, if you don't know who I am, I'll give you just a brief intro, and then we're really gonna dig into the meat of this presentation. So I am Jared Yellen. I'm the founder of Synduit. I started the company 6 years ago out of my apartment by myself. So this is the epitome of a startup company. I had no money at the time. I had no team. I just had this vision. I had this vision that just drove me. It drove me to no end. And it's the vision that drives me today, which is to unite 1 million change maker entrepreneurs, which is all of you, people who see the world for what it is, and you're highly motivated to make a change, to make it a better place to live. So I had this vision of uniting 1 million of you so that together we can help create freedom for 1 billion people from around the world. And that was the vision on day one. And 6 years later, it's even clearer because we're getting closer to it. We have a long journey ahead, but opportunities like this really accelerate that process. In this picture here, you see my wife, Lindsay, and our daughter, Taylor, she was 2 weeks in that picture, but now she's 9 months. She's like a big girl. And I know, Andy, you have many children, so you know how fast that time goes. But this is my first, and this is just blowing my mind, what she's able to do now, and just how much I cherish that experience. But my ultimate motivation as an entrepreneur is to create freedom for busy entrepreneurs. And I want to reiterate this because it's just that important. We create freedom for busy entrepreneurs. So here's the deal. If I had to guess, what got you involved with doTERRA were the products, right? Like that was the initial step to say, I want to become a wellness advocate, because either you attended a live event or a Facebook class, or someone gave you some samples. And in that moment, everything about your life changed. In that moment, you were introduced to a company and a product line that just was everything that you were looking for. It just, everything about it changed. Maybe it was your health, maybe it was your emotion, but everything changed in that moment. And then what you did is what anyone would do when they find something that's really exciting to them. You started to share it, right? And you started sharing it with your families and your friends and your colleagues and random people. You just wanted to share and share. You wanted to give as many people as possible the oils. You wanted them to have that same experience. And initially, you probably didn't even think about being compensated, right? Like you just were sharing. You're like, I want you to experience what I have. And that's what most people do. You try a restaurant, it's wonderful. You don't think about compensation, you just tell everybody about it. So that's what you started to do. And then all of a sudden, this miraculous thing happened. doTERRA sent you a check in the mail. And maybe that check was $25 or $100 or a few $100s, but you got a check in the mail for sharing something, and you weren't even trying to get paid. You just wanted other people to have that same experience. And in that moment, you decided to become a business builder. That was the moment when you said, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. But the challenge with that is that when you said, I'm going to become an entrepreneur, there's an enormous amount of additional responsibility that enters your life outside of your passion, which is sharing essential oils and educating people about essential oils. All of a sudden, as an entrepreneur, you need to become a marketer. You had to learn how to write marketing copy and do graphic design and set up email sequences and build landing pages and design flyers for your events. And all of a sudden, this passion to just share essential oils, to share doTERRA with people, became somewhat diluted with all of this, what I call redundant responsibility. So when I say we create freedom for busy entrepreneurs, we're giving you the freedom to do just that, share essential oils. Because here's the goal. Here's what I believe to be true. Here is what I've seen happen with the few thousand wellness advocates we're working with right now. And I'm sure as a result of this relationship with Share Success, it'll become many thousands. What I know will happen is that together, we bring essential oils to the world. Because right now, there are too many people that don't even know that you exist. And we'll talk more about that later on, but that's fact. doTERRA has grown immensely since I was first introduced to it about 6 years ago. Immensely, but it's still just scratching the surface of what is possible. So what I always tell busy entrepreneurs with regards to Synduit is that there's one word that we create for you. And what Synduit creates for you is leverage. We give you the leverage to focus on the highest producing activities in your business. Because any entrepreneur that has made a massive impact in the world, whatever that is defined by you, whatever that means, to have a massive impact, you need to create leverage for yourself. And that's one of the biggest challenges that wellness advocates face, whether you're just getting started or you've been doing this for years. How do you create leverage? Because there's a ton of redundant responsibility that needs to get done, from posting on social media to designing flyers to writing emails to setting up landing pages to putting together series of emails and video content. There's all of this redundant responsibility that steals you from what you ultimately should be doing, which is sharing essential oils. So here's the deal. Synduit creates leverage for you, and the way that we do that is with done for you and proven business growth strategies. We've put together a library at this point of over 300. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to show it to you in a moment. Of over 300 proven marketing and business growth strategies that we have crowdsourced, which means that we've actually worked with wellness advocates who are in the trenches to find out what works. Everything from email sequences to monthly newsletters and promotions, the marketing for your live event and webinars, including PowerPoint presentations, done for you Facebook classes, social media blitzes, and what you're all here for today is Share Success training content and so much more. So I get it, right? This sounds almost too good to be true because, like, is it really possible? This company has created over 300 campaigns over the past year of working with thousands of wellness advocates, and you can get started right now and have access to all of it. So here's the deal. I get it. Seeing is believing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show it to you right now. So let me just change where I'm sharing my screen to so that you can see it for yourself. So what you see right now, this is the Synduit dashboard. And my hope and desire is that for all of you who said that this is your first time coming to learn about Synduit, that this is the day you become part of our tribe, because it's a really exciting tribe. And if you're part of Synduit right now, just do me a favor in the chat, just share what it has meant to you so that everybody gets a chance just to experience your enthusiasm for what we have built. But what you see here, this is the Synduit dashboard. I'm just going to talk quickly about the functionality because there's some cool stuff that I want to show you on the inside, and then I'm going to show you the share success content as well. But from the standpoint of functionality, Synduit will now become your email marketing system. So if you're using MailChimp or Constant Contact or MadMimi or Aweber, you won't need it anymore because you can import your email database. We have tons of trainings on how to do this. We have trainings on how to export from your doTERRA back office and then import into Synduit. And then you can send out all of your emails to everyone, to segments of your database. It's very simple to use. There's also a social media posting service. Andy was talking about this before, but this allows you to schedule all of your social media content for both Facebook and for Twitter. This is similar to like a Hootsuite or Buffer, where you can schedule your content in advance. On Facebook, you can post obviously to your timeline. You can post to public or private groups. You can also post to Facebook events as well. We are releasing an integration with Instagram and LinkedIn as well. It just takes time. They're super complicated, but we're almost there. There's also an event registration system. So for anyone that's familiar with like an Eventbrite, this is like a done for you Eventbrite. Fully done for you. People can register for your live events like in person or your Facebook classes or your webinars, and then they'll automatically get reminders as well. There's lead pages. I know this is really exciting for so many of you who are trying to find ways to capture leads in an educational and inspirational fashion. So there's lead pages that are set up for you, and I'll show you some of those. And then the most powerful feature from my perspective is the autoresponder system. And this plays a huge role in the share success content, which I'll show you in a bit. This allows you to actually follow up with people in an automated fashion because you know the deal. The fortune is in the follow-up. So we want to make sure that when you meet people or you have new builders join or new wholesale customers, that you're able to follow up in an automated fashion because that gives you leverage. So here's the coolest part. When you first log in, you're going to be excited because how great is it that Synduit represents literally everything that you need in one environment? That's really an exciting opportunity for you. But the reality is the functionality is just the surface. The value is what we've had done with the functionality. So when you log in and you add yourself to the doTERRA team, you're going to gain access. There's over 300, and I'll show you where the other 20 are hiding, because that's the Share Success campaigns, which I'll show you in a moment. But to a library of proven campaigns, all of which, 100% of them, have been crowdsourced from wellness advocates just like you. Diamonds and above, people that have built a successful business and they know exactly what they have done and they're very abundantly minded, which is what doTERRA does so well, and now you have access to it. So there's everything from social media blitzes on every topic you can imagine, and we're always adding more social media content, and I'll show you some of those in a moment. Every month we come out with a newsletter for your builders and also for your customers and even the promotional campaign for that month. And we release it on the first of every single month. So we find out when you find out, we throw about 8 people at it and they work collectively for like 40 hours because they're all spending the entire day doing this. And then we release it for you. We have the marketing for your live events and webinars. And I mean, there are dozens and dozens of these, including the PowerPoint presentations as well. We have done for you Facebook classes, and I mean done for you. The content's written for you. The design is done for you, fully set up for you. Every time there's a BOGO, we are up early every day putting together the BOGO for you. There's various email series. We put together lead pages for you. I mean, there's so much that's here. We did an amazing crowdsource about why convention to help you get your teams to convention. We have challenges. We have campaigns that talk about doTERRA as a business, holiday cards, Facebook cover photos, and so much more. But here's the coolest part. We're just getting started. We release new campaigns every single week based on demand. And if anything right here overwhelms you, don't let it, because it's done for you. It's really just that simple. All that you do when you want to launch a campaign, I'm just going to show you this quickly so you can see it, is you hit Let's Rock. And once you hit Let's Rock, you put in the date and time that you want that campaign to launch. You can choose where you want it to post on social media, who you want it to email, and then you hit save, and I mean, it's done. Everything, the graphic design, the copy, the installation, it's done. It's automated for you, it's personalized to you, and you're welcome to make any edits that you want. So I've launched a few campaigns just so you can get an idea of what I mean by this. So let's dig into some of these. This is obviously the month of Father's Day, right? So we need to make sure that the men in your world, they know how to use doTERRA. So we put together through crowdsourcing, we have a Facebook group that everyone is welcome to, even if you're not part of Synduit. We have a Facebook group where we ask the question, how should men use doTERRA? And we had hundreds and hundreds of ideas submitted to us, and look what we put together as a result. This is a social media blitz. It posts over 30 days. There's 15 posts in it, and we take the responsibility of all the design, the captions, and this is for both Facebook and for Twitter. And this campaign in particular, this one's kind of funny. It's all different types of men and how they would use essential oil. So there's the city man, and you see we always incorporate bottles wherever it's appropriate. But it talks about how the city man would use essential oils. And this is all editable. You can always come in here, and it's all done for you. You'll see down here there's even branding. So we want to make sure that since so many of you are launching these campaigns at the same time, we want to play by the Facebook rules, and Facebook really wants everybody to have unique images. So we automatically add your brand to the image so that it's a unique image every single time. That's automated. You don't have to do that. It just happens. You can add your name, your business name, your tagline, your headshot, your logo, whatever you want. But just get an idea here. This is a social media blitz. All that you did here was hit Let's Rock. You put in the date and time. You hit save, and then 15 posts are automatically scheduled for you and posting. And every single week we're releasing new campaigns, and it's all based on crowdsourcing. I was looking at the chat before, and many of you were talking about LRP and how important it is to get every one of your wholesale customers on LRP, and I could not agree more. It's a no-brainer for them, and it means that they're fully optimizing their experience. So we've created an educational email series about why LRP is important and then ways to actually use your LRP. And here's how cool this is. If you want to launch it, all that you do is you hit trigger sequence, you put someone's name and email address in, or you can send this to a group of people as well, and then they're going to begin to receive 14 emails from you over 205 days. The first few emails help them get set up on LRP, and there's training videos that doTERRA has put together that we've integrated in here that all of you have access to previously. We're just mobilizing it. And then every single 3 to 4 weeks, we provide LRP recommendations. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, where are these ideas coming from? We crowdsource them. We ask diamonds and above, what would you recommend sharing with wholesale customers so they understand the benefits of LRP and then also how to use their LRP, and then we put these together for you. If you want to design these emails, you can. Some free advice, don't. The goal with this campaign is to make every single email look like you sent it to that individual. So the more design there is, the less it looks like you actually spent the time putting it together. But that's an example of an email series for LRP. Or what happens every single time that you meet somebody who's interested in essential oils, but they're not ready to use them yet. How do you follow up? Well, interested in essential oils is a fantastic way to do that. Once again, you can trigger them, and then they're going to receive emails from you, not from Synduit, but from you. There's 22 emails over 114 days educating them on how to incorporate essential oils into their life. And they're fun, and sometimes there's videos in them as well that doTERRA has put together that are on their YouTube channel that we've integrated in here so they can become educated. And what you're gonna find is people will start responding to these emails to have a further discussion with you. But it goes even beyond that. This month obviously is June, and there's promotions this month, right? So every month, we put together the promotions for you, and it's done for you. So this campaign is 10 social media posts, it is 1 email, and you'll see here, it highlights all of the promotions. And I'll just kind of show you a few of these so you can see. But you see here, this is highlighting all of the promotions of the month. We release this on the first, or if the first is the weekend, on the second of every month, so that you're getting it out there. People are aware of all of the specials that are taking place. And then we highlight each individual special so that people get excited about it. They can start learning how to use these products, because once they learn how to use them, it's a no-brainer. They actually start using them. And an email will go out to either your total database or a segment of your list, letting people know what those specials are. We literally build these in real time. doTERRA releases the specials, and then we get to work and we build it for you. But what about when you're hosting a live event? How can Synduit help you with that? Well, it's done for you. One of the most popular campaigns we've put together is doTERRA as a business. So you'll see here, to launch it, you just hit Let's Rock, you put in the date and time, and you hit save, and you'll see there's a beautiful registration page that is set up for you. The copy is written for you. The design is done for you. You can make edits to the copy if you want. Your picture will be on here, the map with the location. People actually can register here. They will sign up for themselves and include guests as well, so they can sign up for these experiences. We take care of all of the marketing for you. So there's email marketing that's happening, there's social media marketing, there's reminder messages that go out after the fact once people start to sign up, and it's done for you. You don't have to actually do anything. All of the details are in the reminders, the social media posts are automatically posting for you. You don't have to do anything, but we even go beyond that. We create print resources for you. So when you're hosting an event like doTERRA as a business, or Summer Essentials, or Learn How to Barbecue with Essential Oils, we're giving you posters and save the date cards and flyers and Facebook cover photos and PowerPoint presentations and scripts and press releases, and it's done for you. This is an example of a flyer just so you can get an idea, but it's done for you. I mean, your picture is here, your unique information is here. It's completely done for you, and it took you maybe 30 seconds to launch this campaign. We've created Facebook classes that are done for you. You click one button, and then all of the content for the Facebook class is automatically posting for you. And you'll see here, just so you can get an idea of what I mean by that. But this campaign is 24 posts. The posts happen every few minutes, and they're done for you. And each of the classes ranges from anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes long, depending on the topic. And you'll see it's literally done for you. Images are designed, the captions are posting, and you're able to just have this run inside of a Facebook event or inside of a Facebook group, or really wherever you want to host it. I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'm going to show you what everybody's here to see, which is the Share Success campaigns, because this is the real deal. This is what gets me super excited, because there's nothing at doTERRA that's more proven than Share Success. But I know many of you are always curious, how can I get my newsletter done quickly? Because too many people, too many wellness advocates spend 8, 10, 20 hours a month working on their newsletter, and that is the lowest leverage activity that you could ever pursue in your business. So here's how easy this is. The Essential Spotlight is a newsletter for your customers. You hit Let's Rock. You pick the date that you want to send it. Let's just pretend on the 20th, maybe in the morning. And then you put in your website URL. So maybe that's your My doTERRA website. You can list any of your events. So maybe Men's Essentials, Summer Essentials, etc. You list your Facebook page URL. and then you decide who do you want to send this to. All of your subscribers, a segment of your list. Let's just say we're going to send this to our customers. You hit save, and guess what? The entire newsletter is done for you. I mean, everything, the design, the copy, it's done. Now, if you want to personalize it even more, feel free, but you don't need to. Just check this out so you can see how cool this is. It's literally done for you. The banner is designed, your headshot is going to be here, the note is written for you, coming from you. We list all of the promotions inside of the newsletter. Your events are listed. There's healthy recipes using oils, and everything else that's important is listed in the newsletter. It's automatically sending out for you. And we have one for customers and also one for builders as well, so that you have the ability to share this information with the people who need it. And you don't need to spend hours upon hours actually going and doing it. So now is the moment that so many of you have been waiting for. I'm going to show you what we've put together with the support of Share Success. So I just added myself to the Share Success team behind everybody, so you didn't see that. And now we're over 300 campaigns. And what you'll see here is there's over 20 campaigns that we've put together that incorporates what all of you already know, which is the Share Success training content. And here's the coolest part of this. It's every single rank. I mean, from Grow to Premier, to Silver, to Gold, to Platinum, to Diamond, to Blue Diamond, to Presidential Diamond. There's the Live the doTERRA Wellness Lifestyle. There's Launch Your Business with Share Success. These are email series with all of the videos inside of them so that it's fully mobilized for you. You don't have to go and try to find the right video and when to send it. It's done for you. So let me just give you an example so you can see this, because this is the stuff that gets me super excited. Let's just pretend we're going to use this one, sign up to expand to gold. You're going to hit Let's Rock, and then you're going to hit save. So you're going to do this one time, and then you have the campaign forever. It's called a utility campaign. It means that it's always going to be in your My Plan. Always. It's just going to be there forever. So you have two ways that you can use this. You could share this landing page with builders on your team so that they can sign themselves up. And you'll see here, this will have your picture and your bio here as well. So it's really individualized to you. So they can sign themselves up for this training system right here. They can put in their name and email, or you can trigger them and you can sign them up. But get ready for this. This is the coolest part. I said it's done for you, right? So you'll see here when I click on communications, the 11 emails over 30 days are automatically scheduled for each of the people that you trigger or who opt in. And the videos are included. So let me just give you an example of a few of these. But there's no more searching for the right video. This gives you the power to trigger people. You'll know if they're opening the emails. If they need you to resend one of them, you can resend it. If they need you to pause the sequence because they're going on vacation, you can pause the sequence, but you can add people, and you'll see the videos are inside of here. All the information that they need is inside of here, and it's happening in an automated fashion. So you don't have to worry about sending them each of these emails. You can see exactly what they're getting, when they're getting it, if they open it. You can pause the entire sequence, or you can resend specific emails. And we've created this with obviously the support of Share Success for every single rank that exists at doTERRA. And every one of these emails has the videos inside of it. All of you are obviously familiar with the Live the doTERRA Wellness Lifestyle email series. Many of you are using this in some way, shape, or form. Now you have access to it to do it for yourself. Look how cool this is. These are set up for you. These are designed more like newsletters, and you can either add people individually, or you have the ability, if you want, to send this to groups of people at one time. Once again, you can trigger someone, which means that you're actually going to add them. You're going to add their name and email, or you can share the landing page and people can actually opt in for themselves. There's a video on this page with some more information and then your bio. And then once they opt in, they will begin to receive 9 emails over 24 days that lays a foundation for their success as a wholesale customer. It explains what doTERRA is. It goes over co-impact sourcing and self-care, and just take a look at these so you can see them. But they're absolutely beautiful. They're completely done for you so that you can see them right here. I want everybody to realize, I know I'm talking and sharing a ton. We have training on all of this. There's training videos for every campaign. This right here is a live support chat, people that understand your business, that will answer your questions so you're not alone trying to figure this out. We are gonna guide you every step of the way. And one of the coolest things that we've created with the help of Share Success is the Launch Your doTERRA Business campaign. You can either host this as a live event, as a webinar, and then there's also the ability to invite people into a Facebook group, and every day over 30 days have action items that are automatically posting for you that they should be taking to build their business. And I've already launched this so you can see. So I've launched this in August, but you'll see you could launch this as a webinar if you want, so people can actually sign up in advance for the webinar where they can learn how to launch their business, and it's all done for you. And the coolest part is that if you want to invite people into a Facebook group, all of the content is automatically going to post in the Facebook group. You'll see here there's 27 posts, and they post one every day, a handful leading up to the actual experience. And then from there, Monday through Friday, every day for 4 weeks. So just so you can get an idea of the content, this is just exceptional. This is directly from the brilliant minds that Share Success. But you'll see here, it's completely done for you. So the captions are written for you. There's links to things that people can download, beautiful images. It's completely done for you so that now you can focus on high leverage activities in your business. I said that before. One of the things that I want to make sure that I emphasize here is that the purpose of Synduit is not to allow you to become a lazy wellness advocate. That's not why we built Synduit. We built Synduit to give you leverage. We built Synduit so that you can focus on high producing activities. We built Synduit so that you have the ability to remove redundant responsibility from your life. And here's the deal. Thousands of wellness advocates are raving about Synduit. If you're part of Synduit right now, post in the chat so people can see it again. Like, what has this meant to you? And it's just amazing. I mean, we have collected hundreds and probably even over 1,000 testimonies from people just like you. Some people that are on day one of being a builder and they're really serious about investing in their business. So they set up an account with Synduit to help remove the redundant responsibility. Others that have plateaued, and then even presidential diamonds that just want to reach the next level. And the success stories are just extraordinary. And what I love most about it is that we're delivering on our promise, which is we're giving busy entrepreneurs freedom. One of the coolest stories we received is actually from a wellness advocate, is a woman who's a grandmother, and she's been with doTERRA for a few years, and she loves the company. She doesn't necessarily love building the business though, because she gets stuck with all of the redundant responsibility. Like, what do I post on social? How do I post? Where do I send out emails? How do I send out emails? All of these things get her stuck. And she set up an account with Synduit, and prior to Synduit, her grandchildren used to always make fun of her because everything that she would do marketing related, it would flop, like it wouldn't work. And then out of nowhere, she emerged as this professional marketer because she's hitting Let's Rock. And her grandkids came to her and said, "Grandma, like, what changed?" And she's like, "Let's rock." And I love that story because that's just an example of what's possible for all of you. Whether you love marketing, whether you hate marketing, whether there's somewhere in between that you reside, the reality is you need to focus on leverage. And I've spent at this point an enormous amount of time trying to figure out who's the perfect wellness advocate for Synduit. Like, who's the perfect person to join? Because there was over almost 4,000 people that signed up for this webinar. There's well over 1,000 that are on the live Zoom. I know this is the middle of the day for many of you, so tons of people will watch the replay. And I was trying to think to myself, when somebody's watching this, if I wanted to let them know that they're perfect, these are the characteristics, okay? So if this is you, then you're perfect. Ready for it? Synduit is perfect for any wellness advocate who is eager to reach more people, save time, and grow their business. So if that's you, like you have this desire to reach more people, you want to save time, and you want to grow your business, if that's what you want to do, then Synduit is an absolute no-brainer for you. I mean, there's just nowhere else you can go, especially now that we have this amazing synergy with Share Success. I mean, that to me was the missing piece. I knew we built an amazing solution. I knew that that solution delivered on the promise, but I always wanted to find the business training aspect that we could plug into our system for all of you to use. And here's why. Here's the motivation. I believe right now that doTERRA and wellness advocates at large are the best kept secret in health and wellness and in entrepreneurship. That's what I believe. I believe you are the best kept secret. Now, here's the reason for it. A small percentage of the universe knows that you exist. A small percentage, a very small percentage know that you exist. Even though doTERRA has grown immensely, a very small percentage know that you exist, which means there's a huge opportunity for you. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, I've been an entrepreneur for my entire life. And what I know to be true is that most entrepreneurs, they want a place to reside where they have the ability to make a difference. And that's the epitome of what you represent. So at this point, I want to invite you to join our collective movement that is absolutely going to change the world. And the fact that we've been able to now form this synergy with Share Success, I am more certain than ever, because now you're not only armed with the best marketing, but you're also armed with the most powerful business training system that has ever existed for wellness advocates. And here's your opportunity. If you join before Friday of this week, okay, it's Friday of this week by 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. If you join by Friday, and I'm giving some time just because people are going to watch the recording, I know you have a team that might not be on here live, we are giving you an enormous opportunity. You will get a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means that you'll invest the $29 a month, which is for everything I just showed you. Everything. It's only $29 a month for everything. All of the campaigns that we've created. It's $29 a month, and I'm putting the link right in here, so it's easy for everybody to set up an account, and you can do this right now. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. My only request is this. I've done this a couple of times, and I think collectively 5 people have actually asked for their money back, and all 5 of them never even used the system. So to me, what a shame that is. They're missing out. You have to use the system. Run at least one campaign in order to determine if this is right for you. But you also get 2 additional bonuses as well. The first is a 7-week boot camp for change makers, where I will teach you the fundamentals of marketing. It's 100% marketing focused for busy entrepreneurs. This is actually taking place as we speak. We're on week 5 right now. All of the recordings are available, and you will get week 5, 6, and 7 once they are completed. It's a $500 course. We're giving it to you for free. We're also including the Catalyst training, which has been the most popular training that we have ever put out. It's a 2-hour training that I did in the beginning of 2017, where I teach you the 27 core philosophies that I've acquired after working with over 25,000 changemaker entrepreneurs during the past decade. And if you're really serious about growing your business, we've released a new feature on behalf of Share Success, and it's called Add-on Teams. And what that means is you have the ability to add on the Share Success team, which gives you access to all of the Share Success campaigns of today. And Andy and I are going to have some brainstorm sessions to talk about other things that we can do as well to create even more value for you. And all of that is only an additional $7 a month for everything. All of the campaigns that I just showed you, Launch Your Business Focus Group, Launch Your Business Live Event and Webinar, it's completely done for you. The $7 a month is getting paid to Share Success so that there's additional resources for them to reinvest and to create even more value for all of you, and it's only an additional $7 a month. So what you need to do first is set up your account with Synduit so that you can then gain access to all of this. If you're in the chat right now, I'm posting a link again. It's www.synduit.com/wellness advocates. Then once you're set up inside of Synduit. I know many of you are already using Synduit. You're going to want to know, how do I access the Share Success campaigns? And it's super simple. I'm going to share my screen right now so that you can see it for yourself. It'll take one moment here. So in order to access the Share Success campaigns, you simply go to My Account. And then once you're at My Account, you come down to Partner Add-ons. And you'll see right here is the Share Success Partner Add-on. You just hit apply and you will get immediate access to these resources. There's no contract. You can try it for a month. I know you will love it, so you'll continue using it. If not, you can take this piece off, but I know you're going to love it. It's exactly what so many of you have asked for. We have finally been able to deliver because the Share Success team said, you know something? We want to find a way to work together so that you can help mobilize the content that we've invested so much into to support even more wellness advocates. And I'm honored that we've been able to do this with their support. So here's the deal. There's 4 common questions that everybody asks. And I'm just going to go through those quickly so that you're really clear on this. So the first question is, can I use Synduit for more than one business? And the answer is yes. So if you're like a health coach and you're also a wellness advocate, or you're a chiropractor and a wellness advocate, it's just $29 a month. There is no contract. It's just month to month. You can cancel at any time. We create new campaigns every week. And when you upgrade to Share Success, it's only an additional $7 a month for all of the Share Success campaigns. And you can use one account for all of your businesses. We work with many industries, so there's a chance that you're actually in multiple industries, and it's still just $29 a month for your Synduit account. I saw in the chat a lot of people were asking this, how do we help you? Because there's so much information that was just shared. And the purpose of this was not a training. The purpose of this was to show you what's now possible. We have tons of trainings. We do live trainings. The customer support team is crazy. I mean, in the chat, if you are working with Synduit right now and the support team has helped you, give them a shout out. They are amazing. They will jump in at a moment's notice to help you. So we offer a ton of support. We have tons of video trainings. We are committed to your success. Many people want to know, if they hate technology, is Synduit easy? And the reality is, it literally can't get easier. I mean, you can't get easier. And the reason I say that is because it's done for you. Like, you're going in, you're hitting Let's Rock, and then everything is set up for you. If you want to go and edit more information, feel free to do so, but you don't have to. It's completely done for you. It's been vetted, it's proven, it works, but you are welcome to go and make edits. But if you hate technology, I mean, it's an absolute no-brainer, because Synduit is just so simple for you. And the most common question that we always get asked is, what if everyone on my team is using Synduit? Won't we all be posting the same stuff? And I want to address this because one of the first leaders that worked with us at Synduit, Presidential Diamond, who kind of brought Synduit to doTERRA, her team exploded. And in November of last year, she had a record month, and then she made a bold statement that in 2017, she was going to double that on a monthly basis. And I asked her, what made the difference for you? And she said, my team is just so engaged in building because of Synduit. So there's enormous value as a leader to get everyone on your team set up so they have the same system, they have access to the same resources, and then as a result, they can have leverage in their business as well. But ultimately, what we exist to do is to create freedom for busy entrepreneurs. That's it. We create freedom for busy entrepreneurs. That's what you are. You're a change maker. You're someone who is motivated to make a difference in the world, and we want to give you freedom. And the way that we do that is with our motto, it's with our mantra, it's with our slogan, which is together we achieve more. It takes literally 60 seconds to set up your account. I encourage you right now, go to www.synduit.com/wellness advocates. I posted this link inside of the chat. Set up your account, then add yourself to the Share Success team. You need this. This is exactly what you are looking for. And here's my promise, because I know there's a ton of questions and it's impossible for me to answer them right now. I will do a Facebook Live tomorrow inside of the Synduit Wellness Advocate Facebook group, and I'll do it at the same time, 3 o'clock Eastern time. So if that's not a good time for you, I totally understand. Just post your questions in that group and I'll make sure that I answer them. But tomorrow, Wednesday at 3 o'clock Eastern time, I will do a Facebook Live to answer questions, but don't wait until then. Set up your account today. It'll make an enormous amount of sense once you're inside of it, and our support team will be able to guide you as well. In closing, I want to give a shout out to Andy Goddard and the entire Share Success team. I said it in the beginning, I'm going to say it again. You are so lucky, all of you, to have this team supporting you. They are your North Star. They are guiding you. They are here to lay a foundation for your success, and they have done an absolutely extraordinary job of doing this and delivering on it. And we're just honored. We are excited to be able to bring it to you in a mobilized fashion. So Andy and the entire Share Success team, it is our honor at Synduit to work with you. To all of you wellness advocates out there, continue to change the world, and remember, together we achieve more. I look forward to seeing you on the inside.